Hi.
Hello, my name's
Graham.
Darren. Hello.
Graham.
We have been to the cinema to see a film called Solo, a Star Wars story.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
We can
It's
do
the
spoilers
story.
or not. I don't really think there's much to spoil because it's a prequel. That's kind of the problem, isn't it?
That's the exact problem.
There's no surprises.
There's no element of surprise at
Except that surprise at the end, which I don't want to talk about. And I was thinking afterwards, I loved that at the time, but now I think I only loved it because it was the only bit that surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the gem in the dust. What's it called? The special gem in the dust. Is that the phrase?
Gleaming, shining sweet corn in a big old cobbled turd.
Yes.
Although I don't think Solo was a big old cobbled turd. I don't think it was bad.
We keep referring to it as it being really bad, but it wasn't terrible. It was just
think I
average.
I saw a Star Wars movie like a few days ago and I keep forgetting. I'd forgotten about an hour after.
There was a lot of hype before, but not after.
Was there even a lot of hype before? Because wasn't everyone like, oh, it's not the Lord and Miller version?
You're right.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of hype.
You're alright.
I'll get through it.
Choking on something.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, it's going to be like Ant-Man in it, where even though we were watching, we're like, yeah, it's alright. We're still all thinking, but Edgar Wright's would have been really good, or Lord and Miller's would have been really good. You should explain what happened while we're talking about this.
Okay, well,
I'll correct you if you get anything wrong.
what's his name? The guy from Happy Days, Ron Howard. He does boring films.
I mean, I liked Rush.
He films things in a boring way.
Yeah, that's true.
I
What's your favourite Ron Howard film?
don't think I've got one.
Solo, then. You must have one, even if you don't like it.
I wasn't even that fond of Solo. I mean,
You were at the time.
it was a lot of fun. Okay, so the big set pieces like the big train,
Yeah, I like the train
and the fight. You know, in what's his name? Paul's office.
The fight in Paul's off. Oh yeah, that was good. Paul
That was
Bettany.
good. Yeah. Paul's office.
What was his name? Like Anal Chaps or something? Wasn't
Something
it?
like that. It was Anal Chaps. Yeah.
I liked the character of Anal Chaps by Paul Bettany, but that's because I like Paul Bettany.
Yes.
He was really good in it. He was a bit gangster number one-ish. He was quite cockney.
Yeah. He's shifty and he's got wheels and deals.
Yeah.
Surprised he hasn't got more visitors. Do you know what I mean? Like he's obviously got this like soiree going on, but
Yeah, like
you'd think
Jabba's
he'd have
sail
more.
barge, but up.
Yeah. In fact, it should have been played off more that way, like where he's got.
Oh come on! There was
slaves and
so
stuff.
many kind of like obvious reference, like the bit where Woody Harrelson is literally dressed in the exact costume that Lando wears in Return of the Jedi.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Didn't get onto it.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
I mean, you can kind of argue that maybe they just keep that in the Falcon, and so Lando just grabs it. But at the same time, you just think like it's so obviously a reference that it's not fun.
But he's got his entire wardrobe, hasn't he? He takes his wardrobe
Lando?
everywhere. Yeah. That's why he had a wardrobe full of capes.
What's
So
the
do you not think that if he found a costume or outfit or whatever that he liked in the Millennium Falcon,
The Millionaire's Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon,
Is that like a falcon that's on like shortbread?
yeah,
Well, the
caramel,
Millionaire's Falcon. Ooh.
Ooh.
I bet
like a
there's one.
like a Maltese Falcon,
Yeah.
except that's got
Humphrey Bogart in,
Yeah.
and not a young Harrison Ford lookalike.
and
But-
anyway, go on.
Harrison Ford's character of Indiana Jones was moderately influenced by Rick from Casablanca that was played by Humphrey Bogart.
Are we still talking about 12 Angry
I
Men?
don't know what we're talking about.
I mean,
12 Hungry Men.
I'm in the Maltese Falcon. So basically, what were we saying? Yeah.
The costume that Woody Harrison
No,
wore.
before that we were talking about something else.
There was no surprises.
There's no surprises.
Well, except the bit at the end. But even that.
So we in your blog you mentioned that like
Alright, blog.
you write a blog and it's about film and it's about this film. The
Sometimes
latest
I
one
write
is-
about myself.
Yeah. And yeah, smashing your cock open on a sink.
I think I've told that story about 4 times.
Throughout the blog.
Yeah.
I think there's more times in the blog that you said it. Anyway. So you say that because it's a prequel that doesn't really dare to make any changes.
It just doesn't do anything. It's just. It's
You
just
learn
fan
how he
service,
gets his name Solo.
which
You learn
we didn't need anyway.
didn't need.
Presumed he was just born with it.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
you're part of the Solo clan, a family
Yeah, family of solos.
of Solos.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I mean,
have
I
to
wasn't
mean
bothered
something.
by the
What if he did have Amelia Clark with him? Like, if
I
he
thought you were saying Millennium Falcon again. That was really weird.
Amelia Clark.
What if he has the Million Falcon? Like fucking Dr. Evil. Get me the Million Falcon. What about her?
If he had her with him, then when he went through the gate and got his name Solo, he would have been called like Han Pair
Yeah.
or Han Couple.
Han Game of Thrones
It's called
fan.
a couple because there's 2 of them. Yeah.
That's a reference to some idiot I once went out with.
We spoke. Oh, I don't know if this is for here, but spoke to her the other day.
Do I know this?
Chatted? No.
What did you talk about?
She just said like, "Oh, how are you doing? How are you keeping and stuff?"
Oh, right.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, fine, you okay? Yeah. Anyway,
Sounds bloody lovely. You should
It was.
have punched that bitch in the face. You fucking traitor. You Lando.
Bloody hell, she was okay.
No, she
Spoiler.
wasn't. For what? The Empire Strikes Back?
People haven't seen it yet.
Sorry. Well, they won't get the reference.
I guess, in some way, I mean, are we doing spoilers? Because the only thing
What's
to
the
spoil...
Are we doing spoilers? Because the
Okay.
only thing to spoil is... Sounds like we're about to do spoilers.
The only thing to spoil is the very, very end, which I don't want to spoil.
The only thing at the very end is the cameo.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't want to spoil that, and that's fine.
Well, there's nothing left. What's left to be said about it?
Well, the story of, like, Woody Harrelson and stuff like that, like, how all that ties together...
The twist.
It's very...
It was very well.
Contrived.
I think the contrived bit was when they got on Paul Bettany's boat thing and Millennium Clark
I didn't even realise
turned
that.
out to be there. But the twists at the end just felt like twists for the sake of it. I don't know if they were contrived.
Well, yeah,
they
yeah.
were just pointless.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
They were just there to get rid of that character. No,
You named him before.
when he wandered
so when
off,
you're being vague now.
when he wandered off into the sunset,
yeah.
figuratively.
Yeah. When he went to live on that farm.
Yeah.
And you got an identical version of that character.
Yeah.
But
When his
didn't answer to the name it used to.
when his credit rolled.
Yeah. What's your point? Oh,
I'm saying that's a twist.
Well, no, because that.
Are we doing spoilers? That was the question.
I guess now we've talked about.
Anyway. Oh, also, I thought there was a reference to Paul Walker in this film, actually.
Somebody drive really badly and then burst into flames.
Well, yes, actually, yeah, because when Han Solo's trying to escape, he says, "I learnt this move," and he's like halfway through it, "from a buddy who died doing this move." and I thought, like, oh, that sounds like Fast and Furious. Like,
Why would
character.
that be a reference to Paul Walker?
It's just what he says is very directly relatable to him.
It seems vague. I think you'd fall for psychics really easily. You're a creative person,
you
aren't
know?
you?
How
That
did you
can
know
only
that?
specifically belong to me. That phrase.
How did you know that? It's just funny. It's just funny because of how relative it is. Because he's in like a speeder, he's in a car,
I don't know.
and like he goes onto
right,
the
that
side, I think, in down like an alleyway.
Do you think that Paul Walker died trying to escape the Empire?
We don't know from that night, do we?
Well, actually, that could be a reference to Diamonds Are Forever because Bond does that with his car in that. He goes
Well,
down an
that's-
alley on the side.
That's why Hazel said like it's probably not reference to Paul Walker because other people do that. And I
Right.
said, well, I think James Bond does it at some point.
Did you really? You weren't as specific as me.
No, it wasn't as specific as you.
Oh, it's Die Another Day, directed by Guy Hamilton.
Guy Hamilton.
Did a few of them, yeah.
What else has he done since?
He died quite
He
recently.
died. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't really know. Oh, he did Battle of Britain. That's a non-Bond film by Guy Hamilton, I can tell you.
Oh right. Okay. I
Uh,
thought you said it's a known Bond film.
No.
It's a non-Bond film.
He did Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
not gonna
anything
rattle.
else about Solo that you want to talk about? Because to be fair, I'd say it's worth a watch. Maybe
oh, no,
not.
It's good.
Maybe not in the cinema because at home you can
I've seen
turn
it at the cinema.
at home you can turn the brightness up on your telly at least.
Yeah, and there might not be a fly buzzing around the projector as well.
What happened there? There was like two moths like just chasing each other having sex on the screen. It was weird.
One fly flew in front of the projector, and now you're telling everyone that two
Yeah.
moths had
I
sex.
saw them having babies and one of the babies looked at me and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it was good. What would you give it out of 5? You were
3.
pretty happy with it as
Three.
soon as it finished.
I was happy because I was like elated from the fact that we just saw a Han Solo film.
Yeah.
But it didn't have Harrison Ford, it didn't have
Well, no, but he was
Jedis
good.
and the Force and stuff, which I get, and
Yeah,
I totally appreciate
It didn't
the
have
fact.
Jedi's or a war.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a Star Wars story, so it's all...
Well, yeah,
it's in the
but-
universe, isn't it?
Well,
Like,
then
that's
why
the
are we
point.
specifically sticking to the bit of the universe we already know about? If it's the universe, tell me something else.
There was a war. He was in a war. He literally joined
Like
the
one
army.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was quite a good scene, I
It
thought.
was.
Yeah.
It felt like the start of Firefly.
Yes, it did, yeah. A lot
should have
of this
been
movie
more of
felt
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Bit, you know,
Blasters and trenches. Like, that's cool as fuck.
yeah.
Go.
Do you know
go
when they
with
were
that.
shooting things on the Millennium Falcon?
You know what? That was like 3 years of time, wasn't it? There was I remember it saying 3 years later, and he's gone through war.
They'll
And
probably
stuff.
do a prequel to this.
I'd love that. Like, imagine watching like
Well, that was Rogue One. That was just a Star Wars
yeah,
war movie.
but specifically like a World War II movie with trenches and like phasma grenades. Do you know what I
Phasma
mean?
grenades.
Phasma grenades.
Yeah, thermal detonators.
Yeah.
Who's holding a thermal detonator? That's 3PO in Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
But I made it less camp.
Very only slightly. A little pop at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, did you like the main character playing Han Solo?
Hang on, I'll pronounce it right now.
I didn't want to say it. I wanted you to say it.
Alden Ehrenreich. Or
No.
Ehrenreich. Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah, well done. Alden Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich.
Yeah. Did you?
I like him. But I was a bit nervous when I saw
nervous?
I was nervous when I saw his name was like signed up to be Han Solo.
Why?
Hazel actually said that
Who's
she
your girlfriend?
thinks Alex Peters, is that his name, would make a better Solo.
Quicksilver?
Yeah.
Why?
Looks wise and kind of, you know, devil may care kind of attitude and stuff.
Looks-wise?
Yeah.
Looks-wise.
She thought maybe it'd be better.
She's wrong.
She might be
Might
right.
have given it better, but I think he was very good. I don't think you could do much better than him.
I thought he was good. You said in the blog again that he didn't actually try very hard to be him, which is fine because
Well, he
you
had the
can't be.
mannerisms.
Yeah, but you don't want somebody trying to be Harrison Ford
No,
because
that'd be
nobody will
annoying.
compare. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be putting on like a voice and stuff. Plus,
I
he's
don't mind
old, so he's gonna have his gruff voice.
Well, not
in
much,
fact, when
though.
he's younger in the films, he's got a bit of a you know, he's got
Yeah.
a softer voice, hasn't he? He's
It's like 10 years supposedly
Well,
between
exactly.
Solo and New Hope.
10 years,
Yeah. How
I
many
don't
years did you
think-
think there was?
like 20. I'm just saying, like
How old did you think? Okay, so how old do you think Harrison Ford is in A New Hope, or how old do you think Han Solo's meant to be in this?
Han Solo in this, I thought he was going to be about like
No, not.
19.
So you thought the character you watched was 19?
Yeah, and then
Completely wrong, Graham. He's in his
and
very
then he'd be
early
about
20s.
40 in the
No, he's in his early, he's in his early 30s.
right.
Yeah, so I thought
Oh,
that
but then it was 10 years later.
Millennium Clark wasn't very good.
Millennium Clark.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have shat on her since.
Is she a good
the films.
actress? I don't watch Game of Thrones, but she's shit.
Game
in
of
that
Thrones,
thing
like,
I've seen
yeah,
her in.
she's a badass. Yeah, Me Before You.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
dire in that. I mean, in fact, she
No,
wasn't even that bad.
she was
wasn't even that bad.
She wasn't that bad in that, but she was shite in Terminator Genesis or whatever the fuck it was called.
Genesis.
Yeah. I know.
Sounds like something Donald Trump would say instead of the actual
Yeah.
Genesis. So
That sounds like how we would say Genosis, which is the planet in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I did some great deals with the Genesians.
Anyway, average film
It's
from an average
it's a good
director.
film. It's a good film from an average director.
Who wrote it?
Lawrence Kasdan, who did Empire Strikes Back and Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like
Mm.
that. And Lawrence Kasdan's son, whoever that is.
I just feel like the film was underbaked. You know what I mean?
I-
Could have done with
I
more
was gonna
time
say,
anyway.
The bit, where Woody Harrelson was like, I hurt my thumbs. I
Yeah.
bet that was
funny.
a Lord and Miller thing. I bet that was
Maybe.
because it feels a bit too weird, like
It feels just like a Woody Harrelson
a
thing.
Woody
Like
Allen thing.
I hurt my thumbs.
Yeah, I didn't go in that loft.
Oh jeez. Yeah. It didn't go in the loft. Just slip that in.
That's a Woody Allen quote. Yeah, so is that. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.